11 Alive News at 5 p.m. starts now.
First at 5, at any moment now, a Fulton County judge could rule on whether you're going to be able to vote early in the Senate runoff race on Saturday after Thanksgiving.
The Secretary of State's office says under state law, voting cannot take place on the Saturday after the Thanksgiving holiday. But political groups on both sides have filed a lawsuit challenging that. Joe Hinkie is live for us outside the courthouse where attorneys argue their cases today. Joe?
Jennifer and Ron, this hearing lasted for about an hour and a half, and Fulton County Superior Court Judge Thomas Cox listened to both sides and asked a lot of questions, but he did not reveal if he's likely or not to allow Saturday voting during the runoff.
Only 2 types of elections have been made subject to the conditions and the holiday exception.
Arguing in favor of Saturday voting, attorney Uzoma Nkwanta said the state law prohibiting voting on the Saturday after a state holiday that falls on a Thursday or Friday only mentions primary or general election voting, but not a runoff, and should not apply to the upcoming runoff on December the 6th. Nkwanta also pointed out in 2020 the Secretary of State allowed Saturday voting the day after Christmas for that Senate runoff race.
The Secretary did not object. Nor does the Secretary attempt to offer any coherent explanation of why Saturday voting was permissible then on December 26th, but not permissible now.
But Georgia Assistant Attorney General Charlene McGowan argued the state is applying the law correctly currently, and that should prohibit voting on the Saturday after Thanksgiving.
The Secretary of State's interpretation is the correct one and the most reasonable interpretation.
McGowan added, under the law, it does not matter that this is not a primary or general election because the runoff is considered part of those events.
A runoff is an election. So on December 6th, there will be an election for U.S. Senate. It is just a runoff election because the general election did not result in a winner receiving a majority of votes.
And earlier this week, election boards in Cobb, DeKalb, and Fulton counties passed motions saying they would have Saturday voting if the judge allows it with his order. Now, in court today, the judge, as we said, listened to both sides. He asked a lot of questions, but so far has not issued an order. He said he would issue it soon, so it could come at any time. We'll keep you updated, including at 6 o'clock. We'll send it back to you in studio. All
right, Joe, we'll see you soon. Thank you. As for the 2 candidates in the Senate runoff, they will not meet face-to-face before December 6th. The Atlanta Press Club had planned to host a debate between Democratic incumbent Senator Raphael Warnock and Republican challenger Herschel Walker this coming Monday. But now that will not be happening. The Press Club said neither candidate could commit to the debate before the Georgia Public Broadcasting deadline. The only meeting between Warnock and Walker came October 14th in Savannah.